Hey everyone, welcome back to Craftoria. So in between episodes I've made quite a few electric machines here. I've also upgraded one of the other steel boiler to being, the other boiler to being a steel boiler by extracting one of the upgrades off these guys. So you can take some of the machines and you can actually pop it into an unpacker and it will give you back the both the machine extracted, both the machine and the upgrade. So if I go modern, we've got all sorts of machines here, but we got our steel upgrade back as well. So yeah, that just a way of getting back some. I don't think you could do the. I don't think I can unpack this as an example. But I could upgrade more steel boilers if needed to later. But again, I've gone and made pretty much most of the machines. So alloy smelter, wire mill, compressor, bending machine, cutting machine. All of these providers are currently as they were. And then down the bottom here, we've got the polarizer, which is the thing that can magnetize things. The electric mixer, the macerator, the furnace, and the unpacker. So a lot of machines here. This does run out of power if you run these for too long, because there's this overclock thing at the bottom here. And the more items you have running at once, the more this ticks up, and then it pulls so much power out of this turbine that we don't have enough. You're wondering what the sparkling effects around me are. I did pick up this Firefly Queen thing here. It's pretty cool because it'll build up fireflies in it, and then when you're walking around in dark places, it'll actually just place down the firefly. Unfortunately, it does give that glowing effect while you're walking around, which is a little annoying, but it's still a cool little feature, and they do stay put. They don't go away. You can see all the fireflies out here in the paddock where I was running around. They stay put and continue to light up that area for as long as they're not broken. So there are fireflies all over the shop at the moment. What else did I do in between? I did a bit of cleaning up of the systems and moving some things and bits and pieces around. Got a couple more drawers in here. Got as much of the Kiwi stuff from Zycraft. Got a few drawers down here for some of the Zycraft gems. We've got some glass. We've got red sand, because I was finding a ton of it from our quarry, like absolute ton of it. A few void upgrades on some of these drawers because, quite honestly, I don't need to be keeping this much stuff. Flint down there now, but just trying to tidy up the system, because I've had to make a few more drives, and you can see what I tend to do is just sort of hover over and go, okay, what's got the biggest amount in the drive, and then work on whether I should have its own drawer. There's quite a bit of what's it name? This lignite coal. It should probably have its own drawer with an upgrade on it, so it can sit outside the system and not soak up so much space in here. I don't think I have a drawer for lignite coal, unless it's just like a, yeah, look, there's one little partial drawer there. That's not enough. So I can either upgrade to this, which probably wouldn't hurt, but it's got clay in it, and I don't need that clay in there either. Or flint. I should probably take all of that out and move them to their respective drawers. But something I do in between while I'm playing and waiting for things to run and quarries to mine. And speaking of quarries to mine, that it is cruising along our little quarry over here. Kind of just going to check in on it pretty much, not quite every episode, but if we zip over here, you'll see on the top corner map that it's already done its first stroke through, and it comes up to here. You can see there's the end of it, and it goes all the way down here. And what's cool is down in here, zip down here, try and find it, is a deep dark, which also has a city. Ooh, wrong way. Here, this one here. Ooh. No, it's not this one here. It is further away. There is here. So I have fought a warden or two. We do have quite a bit of material here that we can collect up, but yes, we have a city. So if I want to grab stuff and annoy wardens, I can come over here and run around and stir them up, or I can just run away and do something else. But yes, having this mine running is quite fast, and it's giving us materials super quickly. Like you can see, there's a whole bunch of stuff down here. We should collect up some of this junk. There's some fireflies here from where I was standing over here earlier. Let's see, what are we doing? I assume it's doing the next chunk? Maybe we're out of space. Oh, there it is here. Sorry about that. It does still get stuck on chests though, right? So, unfortunately, coming and collecting up things is still required. And I'm just sort of slowly sliding across the ground here. You can go in there, that can go in, that can go... Are you firing arrows at me? Not very nice. We'll take all the stuff and then I'll just break that. Oop. There's quite a few in here. Alright. Nothing exciting in that one. Anything in there? A few things. A few things to send back. A bit of this and a bit of that. Skeleton skull. Don't know if I need to keep them, but it's cool. I'll clean it up when I get back to base. Sure, let's just take all of that and then just break this, because it's gonna not be very long until this hits again. But yeah, standing here watching this just cruise through, and that's all passive power from those windmills up the top. Anyway, back to base. What I want to do this episode is I want to try and get wireless applied energistics. I have fought a wither. I built this little box here to fight a wither in. You can see my firefly from where I was standing. And I just took him out pretty much with the minigun within seconds. So the minigun is very OP as long as it's charged. I did empty the minigun pretty quickly. So unfortunately I ran out of bullets pretty quickly. But yeah. Right, just getting rid of some of this stuff. I can just convert that to gems. That away. Put the bread in there. The compressed stone can go in your diamonds, and they can go there. So there's still quite a bit of optimization that we need to get done. And you may have noticed I have upgraded to Eclipse alloy armor. We managed to do some hunting around in Nether. Manx was on the server. I think he got over a stack of ancient debris, and then we tripled it using the crushing factory and enriching. And then when you use the mixer to make netherite ingots, it gives you 2 instead of 1 for the 4 gold and 4 netherite scrap. So very much use your mixer, use your electric mixer. It'll give you double the output. So we pretty much tripled the scrap, doubled the output, got quite a bit of netherite ingots, and made some blocks. And we both have full sets of Eclipse alloy armor and some tools. I already had the sword, but I've upgraded my my pick as well, my silk touch pick. And I'm still running a diamond pick here, so I may end up making another Eclipse one. We'll see how we go. I don't really need it with the atomic disassembler. Alright, so wireless. I've wasted 9 minutes. let's jump into a wireless. So we've got a couple of things here that we've done in the Applied Energistics route. Growth Accelerator. Oh, that's what I did else as well. I showed you that template in the last thing. This is the Growth Accelerator using a flawless budding Certus quartz and an annihilation plane. Very simple. I don't need anything else other than the flawless. So I did manage to find another meteor that actually had like 4 of these in it. Cardboard box, dropped it in. I now have a chest of Certus quartz and I don't have to worry about it. And it's using like one channel on the network because this is all on a different network due to the quartz fiber. The other thing I did is I talked about the tape drive in the last episode. I've popped it in its own thing here and I'm using it to store all of these scrolls. Maybe it's not the right idea, but because it's got the higher type amount, I'm able to throw those scrolls in there and it takes up a lot less space than full drawers full of, you know, just scrolls. So that one was literally all scrolls in a diamond barrel. That's now all in here and not even using half of a drive. So anytime we get a scroll like this one, I've just been popping it over in here manually, and it's not, again, it's not part of the network because I've got a piece of quartz fiber there. It's just literally powering this as its own network. So again, I may end up moving some of this. I'll put another storage drive of its own in here and just have all of the iron spell stuff, because there is just lots of different things that'll all potentially sit in there. I now have 64 item storage, so that's all automated. And we've got a few extra bits and pieces here. Wax some dense cable here so that I can see what I've got coming in. And yes, so channels are enabled. I wasn't sure if it was or not, but they're definitely enabled. But yeah. All right, so looking in the book, this is what we were doing. So I'll claim that dense one. I will want to get to here, wireless access point, and then I want to do this. I want to get into some of these extended interfaces and extended pattern providers and things, because the current pattern, so here, ME extended pattern provider, quadruple the patterns, 16 times the speed. So because I play with a refined storage a lot, I'm used to having that ability to just like double up and make things a lot higher. Yeah, I don't have it in this, so we do have the advanced pattern provider, which we can make, which technically I can do. I still need the extended, so go figure, right? You need the extended one, which needs a crystal assembler. So that's fine, but then if you want to go for even more, you need to do that other route. So I will get to that, but we will just work on wireless for the moment. So for a wireless access point, it's pretty straightforward. Calculation processor. We need a wireless receiver, which means we need a Fluix pearl. Means I need 4 Fluix dust. How much have I got? I'm probably going to have to make some more at some point. I haven't done that automation for the dropping in world thing, and I will do that. I'll pop it in here somewhere and use that little demonstration from the book so that I can, so that we can definitely automate Fluix. There's our wireless receiver. Here's our little access point. Keep that in my inventory. Get rid of that because I'm not sure. Oh, it did trigger. Awesome. So we're going to need. I'm going for a wireless crafting terminal, but I'm pretty sure the wireless crafting terminal needs the wireless terminal. So we'll make the wireless terminal first, and I've got that here. Cool. So let's do another one of these guys. So potentially, it's energy cell, huh? Mini terminal and wireless receiver. So I'm going to need another. Ooh, I'm going to need to make some more of this, which is fine. I've got plenty of Certus. So Certus, redstone, and quartz. Got plenty of all that, but I just need to charge these guys. And I don't have an automated way of doing this yet. Oh, you are charged. You see the size of it grows too when it drops between here. Easiest way to tell it's actually charged up. Come on. Taking forever. There we go. It's 8, I reckon. That's fine for now. Nope, that's 9. Got excited. Oh, come on. Okay. Cool. Let's get another. See this little bar comes up now because I'm doing more than once. You just get that little bit of overclock, but it does use more power. So let's go. I'm going for this. I need another one of them. Nice. Let's pop them in there for the moment. Yep. Oh, what am I missing? What am I missing? Another quartz fiber. Let's make some more of that. Very good. Okay, so there's the receiver. And then I need a dense energy. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm going to need a lot. Okay, so I need 8 of these. 8 before 32. Ooh, I'm going to need quite a few more fluics. So let's get them done. So I will just quickly... I don't think I can do anything with this, right? I don't think it's chargeable in here. I think I just got to... Actually, that's something to check. It'd be awesome if I could charge it in here. Imagine that. All right, bear with me. I'm going to charge these 24 and get them processed, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back, and here is the dense cell. So I made all of the energy cells. We have a dense energy cell. And then what else do we need? We need just an ME terminal, which means I need another formation core, and need to probably run a couple more of them through. Won't take long. Just burning through everything. Sure. A formation and annihilation. And then we should be able to make one of them. There's the terminal. And then the wireless terminal. Good. That's charging up from my inventory. Okay, so let's claim this anyway, because it's going to give us some bonuses. Wireless booster. The wireless crafting one just requires a little bit more, so let's do the wireless crafting. It needs a crafting table. And then we have the wireless crafting tables. Let's do that. Apparently that took the power from it, but let's just charge him up a bit. It's quite a lot, actually. I'm going to go at this end. Okay. So we need to put the access point down, and then we've got some wireless boosters here. And we gave some blank patterns. I'll let that just charge. Patterns can go in here for the moment. Wireless access point. It makes sense to put it somewhere near the middle of the place. We get 16 meters out of this at the moment, and it's using 8 AE a tick. Let's switch it to Forge Energy, using 16 Forge Energy a tick. Now, if you remember, we are running off the basic setup up here. I have gone and removed everything but the AE system off this setup now, so it's literally just running on the bioethanol, but it's putting out 280 a tick and it's empty. Oh, it's making 140 a tick and it's empty. So I'm a little worried that we are now going to have to switch things over because of this. What are we making? We are using 170. 170.55. So 140. What are you making? 102. No, 80. Okay, so it's got power. All right. Still not the greatest. I will need to look at different power for our system soon, especially if I'm going to start putting range upgrades on. So let's look at, do I have, not in there apparently. Oh, I've gone and made up some sophisticated shulker boxes too, so that I've got this has got all my create stuff in it. This has got all my transport items, so you know, cables and that sort of thing, just to try and clean up my inventory just a touch. But what I'm noticing is that I don't have enough power. What am I missing? Why? Gonna have to do something here because, yeah, 170. As soon as I go and put an upgrade in here, just 18. It only gives a meter, really? Ugh. 38 meters. Let's grab our thing over here that's charging. Now, I assume normally you have to... Device is not linked. I have to link it with this. There we go. Okay, so we're linked. Now I have access to my stuff from pretty much around the... I don't know how far out we can go. Oh, that's good. Okay, so we're out of range just outside the base, which is great. So we now have access around the base, but as I said, we are running, we're going to be pulling more power than we're actually generating. So I will need to get a couple more of these guys, the little ender gates. I don't think I've got one in here. We'll have a quick look. No, I'm going to need to potentially almost even hook up the power here. I'll work something out. We'll look at getting more power for the AE system, because obviously the more it expands, the more power we're going to use. So, this probably uses a bit too, actually. Not currently, because it's not crafting, but every time we kick this off, it'll pull a bit of power. All right, so yep, let's claim that one. Yep, got some quartz glass. Don't need much more of that. We've got the other plane we need to make. Active formation plane. IO port would be handy. But we're down here. Let's make energy cell. Ooh, simple coal generator. Nice. And blocks of coal. Super dense gives you nothing. Ooh. All right, so like I said, I do want to get into getting the advanced pattern providers and that sort of thing. But to do this, as you saw before, I actually need... Oh, I can craft it. Oh no, I need the extended. That's right. So to do the extended, to make this guy, I actually need a crystal assembler. So we're going to need to make one of them, so that we can make this next thing up. So what is involved? A few things that we don't currently have. The only thing is this extended machine frame. We can try and make this. Let's see if we've got the things we need. Okay. Skystone tank. An extended machine frame. Okay, so what's this green? Intro infused ingot. Intro dust comes from intro crystals. In-world transformation. So no. So how do I make the crystals? Budding incubator. Okay. What's in here? That's this stuff. Okay, so intro seeds. Extended AE is a mod that can be used to speed up and expand AE2 so it's faster and bigger. So we need intro seeds. Okay. We're going to need to crush up some ender pearls and some sky stone. Okay. Let's just grab some of them and just, I think, macerate them. Yes. Cool. Macerate them. Let's make some intro. Okay, intro seeds. I've got some crystal actually. Interesting. Must have got that as a thing. So I do need to crush some of this up. Let's just grab that. Fluix block, apparently. Crafted with 4 flux crystals between fluid block. Right-click a flux block with an entro C to turn it into an entronized flux budding. Okay. I need a flux block. Okay. If I do this and pop this down. Budding fully. Ooh. And I'm hoping it's picking up off this accelerator actually. Okay. We got that. Growth, got another growth accelerator. Quartz crystal. We've done this. Some intro dust. Oh, hello. Got him. Ooh, that is really definitely using its thing. I've got my Fortune 6. Ooh, missed. Very much missed. I'll grab them, please. Okay. Good. I don't know if this is going to break. Budding mostly. Oh, okay. So it is probably going to break eventually. So I can come over here and, I don't know, let's put 4 through here. Okay, so that's making intro dust. So let's grab that stuff. Intro. Boop. Okay, so that should complete this one. Tick. This one. Tick. One EME storage component. Okay. Through the power of gravity, throwing 1 gold ingot, 1 lapis lazuli, and 1 intro dust, you obtain intro infused ingot. So the crystal assembler is going to need 4 of them. So let's grab 4 gold and 4 lapis. And the 4 dust we've got. So I should be able to go like this. Oh, do I just need to drop it? Okay, it doesn't need to go into water. Just drop it on the ground. No. Does need to go in water, I think. Yes. Cool. We got the 4 ingots. I did get 2 1K storage. Go away. Another growth accelerator is going to be handy. Cool. So I need to make one of them. Okay, let's follow the quest line. We'll tick that one off. And crystal assembler is the thing that it's after now. What I'm trying to make? Yes, one of these guys. So I need this. Easy enough. And then I just need an ME crafting terminal. I need another crafting table. And terminal, which we already had the stuff for. So crafting, very nice. And then make one of them. Crystal assembler. That was quicker than I actually expected to be brutally honest. Cool. So that's tick. Crystal fixer. The ME crystal fixer can repair a budding block into the next tier. Okay. Interesting. And then we've got an ME canner. Or canner. Automates the filling of buckets and tanks with fluids, mechanism gases, Botania mana, and power. Only the top and bottom side can be linked to a network. That's cool. Like that idea. And then a circuit slicer. Circuit slicer is the same as the inscriber, but crafts 9 items at a time and is faster. Fair enough. Good to know. I do need to drop this guy down somewhere. It's going to use a channel, so if I pop him there... Oh, it's not going to use a channel. It just needs power. I like it. Okay, so we have a crystal assembler. So if I want to upgrade, say, this one that's almost out of space, these ones that are almost out of space, we want to go to that pattern provider. Do we have a quest for it? We actually do. Right here. What's this? Inscriber concurrent press. I need to make one, I guess. Concurrent. Okay. We need a silicon press, 4 entros, and 3 eyes of ender. Okay. I have 3 of them. 4 of them. And a silicon press. Silicon press. In here. Oh, it's working. And there is our concurrent press. We've got a matter ball. The current process is this one. Craft some more items to help you through. So concurrent processor requires printed concurrent circuit, which is the concurrent inscriber with entro crystal gives us that. Okay. I'm going to need at least another inscriber. I need to pop in the slicer, circuit slicer. And a machine frame, stone cutter, universal press. Oh, okay, that's all of them. Energy, accumulation. These are ones that I have not done. I'm going to have to make quantum. Oh my. Shattered. I need to make a singularity to get to that. Okay, we've got some stuff ahead of us to get to that. So the concurrent press is just going to need another inscriber, so I can probably quickly whip up an inscriber. Yep, just a couple of pistons, and that will pretty much see us through to the end of our episode here. Throw them away. You know what, you can go there, you can have that, and I'll chuck a couple of these in. Because this is probably half, okay. So I wonder if it will eventually break right down and go back to a block, in which case I just hit it with another seed. It's not that bad. It may not be Fluix anymore, but we'll see. We've got quite a few intro crystals. So here's our concurrent ones. We can probably pop that out, pop that in, and then grab silicon, pop them in, and that will give us concurrent processes. And as I said, we are going to pick that, and then I will go for this guy. It needs a concurrent, so we can almost do that now. And then we will upgrade that for them. There's the quest. Claim the reward. Annihilation cause. Alright, and as I said, I want one of these guys. So let's put... got stuff everywhere now. Sure, you can have that back and continue on that route. Let's put the Fluix away. Let's put the Certus away. Let's put intro. Glass. Crystal resonance generator. I think I already had a couple of them. So, really quickly, if I want to do provider, going extended, I need the pattern provider, I need a concurrent, I need 6 cables, 3 crafting tables, so that's pretty simple. 3 of them, 3 capacity cards. Got 3 of them, very nice. 6 cable. And then one of the things. Do you not have much in you? Oh no, you've got heaps. I don't want to have to hold all the patterns. Does that make sense? Can I put things in here? and then close the thing. Yes, I can. So that. Good. I've got enough space to go. Let's just do the plates. Things are broken. In there. Oh, it's working. Cool. That triggered a little bit. So if I grab this and flip into a send a pattern provider and then go like that, pop the cable back in. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. That is quite a bit of extra space to do patterns, and I need to do that for all of these so that we have plenty more ability to make plates, and probably not the best one I could have done it on. I probably should have done it on like bending machine, but just that alone actually wasn't that bad. Some crafting tables. Yeah, we're going to need some more intro crystal, but like it's quite easy to get. Yeah, I know what I'm doing next. I'm going to be making some more of those upgrades. So I'm going to leave it there for the moment. Thank you all for watching. Please leave your comments down below. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.